All right, time to check in with Hayley Woodin with Business in Vancouver. And Hayley, I was driving by the Kitten Ace offices in Vancouver just the other day thinking, I wonder how the company is doing. I haven't heard much about them, but it looks like it's not going too well.
No, it's not going well at all. This week, the company announced that they'll be closing all of their international stores, 32 locations in the US, the UK, and Australia. And in addition to that, they will be making another round, the third round of layoffs at their head office in Vancouver. They've also announced that company president Wendy Bennison is no longer with the company. She's being let go. Now, it's unfortunate news, but it's not necessarily surprising. The company has grown incredibly rapidly over the past few years. They had a store count of 61 locations internationally and in Canada and 700 employees in early 2016. That retail footprint dropped to 41 stores last month, and it's now going to shrink to 9 Canadian locations. Acting as Kitten Ace president is Lululemon founder Chip Wilson. He says the company's strategy moving forward is going to be focusing on the Canadian locations with fewer people, and the company also noting that the retail landscape itself has changed drastically over the past few years as there's a shift to e-commerce and the challenge of having bricks and mortar stores, which can be quite expensive if the demand's not there.
All right, switching gears here now. Volkswagen ordered to pay billions of dollars to Canadians here. Tell us a little bit more about this settlement.
So an Ontario court has approved the settlement. It's $2.1 billion to a group of about 105,000 Canadians who had certain Volkswagen or Audi vehicles. This, of course, relates to the emissions cheating scandal and Canadians who have purchased vehicles that had that defeat device. So moving forward, Canadians affected will have the opportunity to return their vehicle at the buyback price dated September 2015, so before the scandal became public, or they can get a government-approved modification. And in addition to that, they can also get anywhere between $5,100 and $8,000 from Volkswagen to cover any damages incurred. So if someone had purchased, say, a bike rack for their vehicle that they then have to return, they'll get that money back through the settlement. Now, interestingly, the court also ruled that if Canadians choose not to either get the modification or return their vehicle by next summer, they actually have the right to pursue additional litigation, and that the court might actually entertain another class action lawsuit. This has already been very expensive for Volkswagen, billions, tens of billions of dollars internationally spent on this, and there is not necessarily a clear end in sight.
Ouch. Okay, Hayley, thanks so much.